Y'all hear Fatima? You hot? Yeah, hot.
I'm hot, but then I also washed my face, so it's some lavender oil that I spray on my face. So
you're anointing oils and stuff.
I'm shining.
Okay. Shining. What's up, everybody? What's up? Welcome to Bounceback Wednesdays. I'm your host, Jamila Hanif.
I am Fatima Hanif.
We have our special guest. We have our special guest tonight. One out of two, Mr. Orlando Graham. What's up, Lando?
Hello, how you doing?
I'm hot, man. It's hot. It's hot out here.
I got that AC booming.
You got the AC booming?
Yeah.
Man. Hi, Esmeralda. I love my Ivy babies. Love them. Well, we are excited about tonight, y'all. This is a platform used to raise awareness about ACEs, adverse childhood experiences. For those of you, it's your first time tuning in, ACEs is an acronym for Adverse Childhood Experiences. Kaiser and CDC conducted a study, and what they discovered was that a lot of our health issues, what they did a survey on 17,800 of their HMO members. And what they discovered was that a lot of their health issues were traced back to their adverse childhood experiences. There are 10 indicators. Fatima, you want to share or you want me to hit it?
No, I can hit separation due to incarceration. So someone taken out of the household due to separation, divorce, or incarceration. Physical abuse, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, physical neglect, emotional neglect, mental illness of anyone within the household, domestic violence, and substance abuse. And those are just the baseline indicators. There are definitely other factors that play a part within the ACEs.
Can you think of any other ACEs, Lando?
Me? No. No, I don't.
Community violence?
Yeah, with the community violence and the different things in the neighborhood that people think is all right, like the fighting, and now they're starting to videotape the fighting and stuff like that.
Right.
That's a part of it too. And just even adults, I've even watched adults kind of videotape the kids fighting and going, cheering them on and stuff like that. And I think that's not the right thing to do.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like, we're normalizing violence, right? As if it's just okay, right? Hi, Australia. Everybody tuning in, please. If you're on the stream on Facebook, be sure to share it. You have time to share it to your different groups, share it on your page. We're just getting information out. Hi, Tequila. I love you too.
Hi, Tequila.
Start answering your phone. So I want you to do is answer your phone. I know you're a busy woman, though. I love you. The life of an entrepreneur, man. I get it.
And a mom.
All of that.
Right. That's a lot.
Lando.
Yes, ma'am.
Come on, tell us about. Okay, this is your second time coming on Bounceback Wednesday. Last time, what were we discussing?
I was a rookie last time, and I really was kind of nervous about the things that I was saying, but now it's like it's trying to get my organization out there, Boys and Girls Empowerment Group here in North Vallejo and the Crest. And I got a lot of friends all over town, and they think that I just serve the Crest. No, I serve everybody. I'm like any kid, probably anybody, because now we done step from feeding the homeless. We have the food bank. We do furniture. We give furniture, Pampers, different things like that to needy families and stuff like that. And just kids, anything with kids. We're starting to do more activities with these kids. And now, and I was just telling Fatima a minute ago, I'm going to take a trip probably next weekend after we do this on the Sunday. We'll probably go to Emerald Pools, like different little pools and stuff. So we're going to check it out and have a little barbecue with the family first, and then see if it's all right. And then we'll take some kids on a field trip. It's a nice area up there in the Tahoe Mountains, and
Okay.
it's free, and you just do stuff for kids. And and I want to get some at-risk kids out of this atmosphere and out of this neighborhood to show them something that they can do. We
Yeah.
did the trip in June. We had some real positive adults that went, and it worked out pretty good.
Okay. What y'all do in June? Okay, let's start with April. Okay, let's just go and that's
April is the
the Easter egg hunt. Let me help you out.
Easter egg hunt. I mean, this probably was the biggest Easter egg hunt we had because we teamed up with you guys, the Vallejo police, sheriffs, the fire department, the DA's office. It was just real big because we had a lot of good collaboration going on. And it's like We As One, Wicked Wheels, and they always come through and help us out and stuff. And then they probably got us where we at today. And then we always want to keep them guys aboard because they bring the stability and they bring the structure to the event. And now we're just trying to strive and just go forward and do bigger things. Every year is getting bigger. I think we had 750 Easter baskets that we didn't bring any back. So we had a lot of kids there, and it was a great success.
That's what's up. That's what's
up. And we moved it out of the crest. We moved it out of the crest where we're usually based at, and that's why I was telling people I didn't get a lot of crest kids this time because we moved it and most of the kids walked there. So next year we're going to set it up, and we're probably going to do it still at the same park we did it this year because it was nice and it's bigger and we had a lot of good parking and we had it structured pretty good. And what we probably going to do is bust the kids over from the crest.
Listen, this is what we're doing next year. Next year, what we're doing, we had our meeting tomorrow. Next year, we're going to make sure that we have a park in every area of Vallejo. Every organization needs to be designated to an area in the Vallejo. We're going to make sure we reach every kid, that we don't leave not one kid out. We're going to make sure we're at every section. I think we could pull that off. More than positive, we can pull that off.
Right.
And then I want to do something probably in a neutral area, like with our Christmas thing and our Thanksgiving. Well, our Thanksgiving giveaway, we just usually give Thanksgiving baskets away. Every couple of years we'll cook and feed the people. But to me, it's just depressing to me because I feel like I want to help everybody, and when I get out there, it's depressing and I can't help them. I can't just take them home and do things like that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of my friends are out there homeless and stuff, and I want to reach out to them and help them, but it's not the things that's on my mind. It's not logical. So but
you took the. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I said I still just want to help everybody. That's my thing. That's my life. Just helping everybody.
Yeah, and it's so easy. So easy to do. So with the Boys and Girls Empowerment Group. Okay, so you took the ACEs questionnaire before, right? Do you remember what your score was?
No, I don't remember.
I don't remember. It's okay. It was a while ago. But, why do you do what you do? Like, why do you do what you do in the community for people in the crest? Or you all over? I get that, but I'm just saying, like.
So when let me think. I had to think back to the 90s because I think when the All-Star game was at the Coliseum.
That was years ago. I was in high school.
It was in the 90s. So what happened was I was going to take my kids, and there's probably about 8 or 9 other kids that just hang out with it. So I said, man, all right, everybody, we go out going. I think we took 15 kids. Me and my brother, we took 15 kids up there, and then we figured out that when everybody's coming, we were saying, "Oh, my mom not gonna give me no money. No mom won't give me no money." And me saying, "I mean, y'all don't need no money. Come on, go. I'm gonna take care of everything." So my brother's like, "Oh, I'll pay half." I said, "Nah, me being in the streets, I'm gonna do it, you know. And so he was like, okay. So I paid for everybody, and then after that, it was just taking all the kids, all the boys, and just doing stuff with them, doing stuff with it. And then my girls, I just had to take them. And then once I got I think my father from Oakland, you know, we from Brookfield, but he stayed in Sabrani Park up until '97 is when I came and got him out of Brookfield. I mean, Sabrani Park, and then I told him, I said, you got to come live with me. But by '99, he had passed away. He had cancer, and he passed away. And so I named the basketball tournament after him, Charles Graham Memorial Basketball Tournament, 3-on-3 basketball tournament. So we started that 3-on-3 basketball tournament, and we had a great success. The success was so good, I was telling you earlier, that we moved from the Crest Park to Solano, and then the next year we went to Bethel. You know, it's like 3 years in a row we did it, and it's like it was just putting a strain on my family because I was spending my money out of my pocket. I didn't know how to get money from other people and stuff like that. You know, it's $5,000-$10,000 a year with the trophies and the balls and everything. And then they was like, oh, we need this. So then I just started taking my family on vacation and going to LA and shopping for the kids for school and stuff like that, you know, just to get them off my back. And then we stopped doing that, but there's always something going on. So we started doing the Easter thing probably back in 2010, 9 or 10. You know, it started off with like 30 Easter baskets. We just gonna pass them out to the little kids around here. And I think I spent $750 on 30 Easter baskets because the lady that made them made baskets. She made like rain present today. That's how the baskets was looking. You know? And I'm like, man, I didn't know it was gonna be like this. How long? But we made 30 that year. Man, it was extravagant. But everybody liked it. Then the next year we did it again. And I think we made 100 baskets. And it just kept going up and up. So now probably year number 12, it says 750. Wow. And then we have more than just Lando doing it now. We have the whole community doing it. So that's a big thing. I don't want everybody to think, oh, he getting big-headed. No, I want this to be the Vallejo thing. I want it to be the whole Vallejo coming together, collaborating, and putting these things together. Not only Easter, but like the backpack giveaway we're doing now, the what is it, Halloween thing that we do, the Thanksgiving thing that we do. I don't want it to be a competition. But like me, I don't care about getting recognition for the things I'm doing because a lot of people just want recognition. Oh, I did this, I did this. I don't care about the recognition. I care about the things happening in the community, and that's it. So when people ask me what do, I always tell them I don't know because the things I do is I put it. Like if I do something for you, I throw it away. I throw it behind me because I'm not going to harp on it. I'm not going to think about, oh, I did this for you. You got to do something for me. No, that ain't my organization, and that ain't what we're about. We're about moving forward. We don't want to harp on things and think we're better than anybody or something like that. We're just doing it and moving forward.
Let me tell you something. Because you've been doing, I heard you say 12 years, right? You've been doing a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, listen, people should know what it is that you're doing. Like, I'm telling you, like, listen, people gonna know what Jamila Hanif is doing. People's gonna know what Watch Me Grow is doing because it's important work. We are reaching people. We are impacting these children. You know, we are really helping change lives of people in the community. We're helping change the community, you know. So it's okay. I mean, because when people know what it is that you're doing, people are gonna reach out to you for help. Let me tell you one thing.
Right. Today, they're gonna go to what?
Go ahead. What'd you say, Fatima?
No, right. What you said. They're gonna know who to go to for it when they need something. They're gonna know to go to them for it. Yeah.
So I was today I did an email blast, right? Like 700 people. Like I created the whole newsletter with Watch Me Grow. Did what was the past events, the upcoming events, all the different programs. Like I threw that out there. And I got a call from some girl today that told me about some group that she was doing. And she was like, I didn't know anything about this group. Like, I want to know, how do you do it? You do all this stuff. How do you do it? And I'll give it all to God. It's all nobody but God. But she's a therapist, right? And I'm like, I need a therapist on my team. Girl, how are we going to collaborate? You know? So it's important, like, that people know what it is that you're doing, because you're an influencer. You're an influencer. People want to come on and like, come on, let's reach more people. And that's what we need to do. Like, I'm excited about the next guest that's popping on. When he reached out to me, I was excited. And I'm just excited because it's just a collaboration. Like, people want to get involved. People are already doing things. And it's important for people to know what you're doing. So I don't care what you're talking about. People going to know what you're doing.
I care about it. I want people to know what I'm doing, but I want them to know that I'm not bragging on what I do for them. I'm just doing it because this is where my heart is at. My heart is in my community. My heart is for the people, and it's not nothing else. I'm genuine about everything I do. So, there's no faking here. If I say I'm gonna do something, then I'm pretty much gonna do it. And I told you one time before, I said, usually when I'm thinking about something, I just put it on Facebook. And that means it's wrote in stone. So if I put on Facebook my name behind it, now I have to do it. But as far as just furniture, the Pampers, the different things like that, man, I love doing it. I want to help somebody that can't help themselves.
Right.
What we do today, Lando?
We gave them backpacks away in a 3-day. We had 3 days. About the store, and I said, "Oh man, she's just like me." You thought about it at the store, called me and said, "Hey, can we get backpacks away on Wednesday?" I said, "Man, it's Sunday." I said, "Man," "You operate like me." I said, "Man," but we put it together in 3 days, and it was successful. I don't think we had a backpack left, or no supplies or anything. So we said we was gonna give away 100, and I think we had more than 100 people came.
Yeah. There's a lot of people. So, and that's collaboration, right? So when people know what it is that you're doing, they know you're serious about what you're doing. And just to make those calls, I gotta say, my little brother said, I got more contacts than Lens Crafter. So when I hit you up and you was like, yeah, I hit up Bay Harlan. Shout out to Juan Vallejo's Bay Harlan. They were there to help because the city of Vallejo normally helped with our cleanup. So we did a back to school community cleanup. And we did it because this area over here in North Vallejo is, especially Boss Market, is trashy. It's horrible. Children should not be walking to school. School's about to start. They shouldn't be walking to school and seeing that trash and stuff like that in their communities. So we had a school that's going to be starting school early. We're like, oh, well, because they'll miss the backpack. The backpack giveaway that we're doing, that we're collaborating on, is on the 13th. So let's do something now and like see how many families we can reach. And it was good. It was great. I mean, just boom, boom, boom. So I appreciate you being ready. That's what I appreciate. And Nick too. Love you, Nick. Like, yeah, you was ready.
That was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? The kids were nice. The kids were very respectful, and they did what they were supposed to do. And the parents came out and helped. So that was a beautiful thing. And and I'm glad to be a part of something like that, And when I say I'm going to do it, I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to do it, I'm like, I'm happy. I'm happy to do this kind of thing. And so I'm going to keep on being there. And I'm going to be there for your birthday. I don't think you're supposed to celebrate your birthday like that, but that's probably something I do on my birthday.
Oh my God. Clean up, right? Cleaning up on my birthday.
Okay. So, yeah. This backpack thing, so like I was telling you guys, when I was getting ready for Easter, and I'm getting the toys and stuff for Easter, so Icon, where I get all my toys and stuff, all my furniture, World Vision, they came up and I told them, well, I need toys for Easter. And on this, they brought me a truck, a semi-truck full of toys, backpacks, socks, jackets for the kids. It was just tons of stuff. So before Easter, I was ready for backpacks. I'm ready to get jackets away to the kids. I'm already ready. So I've been happy that I've been a part of this icon because hello. So I'm happy I'm a part of Icon and World Vision because they give me enough things to put out of my community that we never had before. We never had somebody that furnished the houses. I'm pretty sure that the county has somebody furnishing houses and different things like that, but you got to go through all this red tape and stuff. All I tell people is tell me what you need and I'll put you on my list. And
Listen,
it's like there's no red tape. I make you fill out a paper and it's cool. So
I can't wait for our meeting tomorrow. That's what I can't wait for it. So,
yeah.
Seasons of Sharing. Cassandra says Seasons of Sharing. Hey, Miss
Yeah.
James.
Hello, yes. Seasons of sharing. And I'm down for it. That's why anybody asks me something, they always ask me, can you do
Yeah, we
this?
need this.
We just did the fundraiser for my goddaughter going to college, Age of Muhammad. And I mean, I appreciate everybody because her mom just told me now she was looking for like $1,900 and we ended up over $3,500. So community came
Oh,
together.
that's blessing.
We do have another one for another young lady, Miss Raven, and it's gonna be April 20. I mean, what is it? August 20th. August 20th at the Crest Park. We're gonna be doing barbecue again, maybe fish. I don't know yet.
That chicken was good.
Yeah, so we're gonna do it
Any
again.
cabbage?
Yeah, we're gonna get that cabbage out too. That cabbage was nice.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to thank you for everything that you're doing. You do a lot, and it does need to be recognized. Like, listen, okay, you do need to be recognized. It's okay for you to
Recognized
be
that a couple years
recognized.
ago with Citizen of the Year.
Huh?
They recognized me with Citizen of the Year a couple years ago.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, that's
That's
dope.
great.
Huh?
That's great.
I tried not to
That's
get it.
dope.
I
So
tried not to.
humble.
I was like, nah, I don't need it.
You're humble. And that's good. It's good to be humble. It's so good. But everything you're doing is with God's strength. That's what I believe.
So this year now, I'm starting to recognize who I am. I'm recognizing myself as a leader. I'm
Mhm.
embracing the leadership that
Please.
I'm doing in the press and in Vallejo. And I'm starting to recognize that people are noticing the same thing about me. And I'm like, man, I mean, one person asked me, can they come out to the neighborhood and give gas away? I'm like, yeah, I want some gas too. And
Fresh start.
I'm not knowing that I'm supposed to I'm giving you my blessing. Yeah, you can have my blessing. You're gonna give my people some gas? Yes. But I was like, oh, why they asking me? And when they first asked me a couple of years ago, I'm like, why they asking me? And I was like, you're the crest. You're the face of the crest. I'm like, well, okay. So now
Right.
it's like everything that I'm doing now is like different. It's like I'm being politically correct. If I'm saying something on Facebook, I'm saying something in the streets, and I know that people are looking at me, and the kids are watching me and to see what I'm doing. So I'm using that, and I'm trying to be the best role model I can be.
You're doing good. You're doing good. I know. I'm trying to think about what Brandon. I forget what he was like. He was like, "That's Lando." Like, it's funny to me. Like, so. Go ahead.
Joke about when the little babies see me, little babies. I love little babies, and I always smile, and they wave. Every baby always smile at me. I said, yeah, they reading that magazine. I'm in the magazine. I'm in the baby magazine. For that's the second they give all the stuff away to the kids. So I always see it's a baby magazine. That babies got, or just all the little babies got. Oh, he gonna give us something. That's the one. That's the one right there. So yeah, I always make that joke, but I am a sucker for kids. We see what Neek doing. She do the same
Right.
thing. So that's why I'm gonna be broke.
You said that's why you what?
I'm gonna be broke. The
No, you're not.
community and the kids, they're gonna get everything. You know what I'm saying? I love the
No, they not. You are prospering.
we're finally starting to get donations and stuff like that, and and we're trying to do bigger things, and hopefully by September we'll be full-fledged Boys and Girls Club where we have our members coming every day with the after-school program, and then at nighttime I'm gonna do a substance abuse in the building, mental health, and different things like that because in our community we need it. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of people saying they're coming to be counselors and things like that. So that's really what I want to do. I'm trying to help everybody. I'm trying to make sure that we get to the people that really need it. Not only the kids, just the people that are sleeping on the street and different things like that. So we're doing a lot.
Y'all know substance abuse is a response to adverse childhood experiences, right?
Yes.
Right.
And it's like the kids get affected by it because they see it every day. They walk by the homelessness and they walk by people that's using drugs and different things in the neighborhood. So it's like I wanna make sure that we reach them, because I'm teaching my kids, my grandkids about why people on the streets, like some people we had to talk today,
Right.
and it was like, oh, the black people they don't want help from us. They don't want the hotels. And I said, you're right. We don't want the help. We sat there and we talked to them, and they don't want the help.
Wow.
So I mean, I give away food in my community every Saturday at 10 o'clock on Saturdays. Right here in the Crest and King's Market, food for their families. None of our people come get it. Maybe about 4 or 5, and the rest is, which I don't care. I'm gonna give it out. But I also seen people pull up in the neighborhood, giving out the same food out the back of a truck, and they take the food.
Listen,
wait,
let me tell you something. Listen,
Right.
People gonna be mad at me about just I have these conversations with people, and I do my best to be very neutral and stuff. Like I listen to both sides, right? And then I'm like, we have homeless that's tolerated here in Vallejo. We have sex trafficking that's tolerated here in Vallejo. Why would people want to get out of the homeless situation when they taken care of? They got places to go take showers. They got food, different organizations feeding them. It's like, what are we going to do to get them out of their situation? When are there going to be some assessments and just really what is it that, and maybe something going on, I don't know, that's already in place or whatever, but we need to help them get out of their situation. It's crazy.
Instead of handicapping them.
Huh?
Instead of handicapping them, because when you bring them food, you bring them clothes, you do all this stuff for them, you're handicapping them. So
they well taken care of.
Yeah. And I'm part of the problem.
Right.
So
but
no. If it's food, that food gonna go to waste. It needs to go somewhere. Okay, it needs to go somewhere. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I like it though.
Right.
It's cool.
But
I agree.
Just don't want restrictions. They don't want restrictions. The rules. They want to be free and do what they want to do. So some do. Some do.
Exactly.
But no, you're not a part of the problem. You're gonna say you're part of the problem. You provide
I know. If it's okay with you, I'm gonna write you a list of affirmations I want you to say to yourself, because I want you to stop putting yourself, cutting yourself so short. And now, you are such a wonderful person. You're doing great things, and I want you to those words at times. I need you to stop using it.
You freeze it. You freeze it.
You heard her. She freezing. Yeah, but yeah, I got you. I like to just help people and just do stuff. That's it. I want to help people. Even people say I help people more than I help myself. And like I almost died in June, so they told me don't work. They said don't do nothing, and I'm back at work. I'm doing it. So now for this last month, I don't think I worked maybe a few days out the month or something. So now I'm trying to get myself back together and just do a little bit of stuff, And some people in the neighborhood been stepping up, and my family's stepping up, and so it's starting to work a little bit.
Be cool, OG. Triple OG.
Okay.
I'm trying to be here for a minute. God gave me 2 more days. He extended my stay, so I said, "Okay, I thank you."
Well, I want to thank you
We
for all
need
you're
you
doing.
here.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how everything gonna be on August 13th when you show up.
But we're ready. We're ready over here. You already see how we come. We come ready. I don't care if it's 2 days notice. We ready.
Okay, no, for real. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
So we
Well,
get 2-3 days, so we good.
okay. Any last thing you want to share with everybody tuning in about the Boys and Girls Empowerment Group, or about anything you want to share?
Boys and Girls Empowerment Group, we're going to be full-fledged going in September. We're going to be inviting our members to come in, and we're going to be. I'm not the Mr. Graham, but I am Mr. Graham, and I'm probably going to be doing some of the things he had me doing at that boys club. Book reports and different things like that. If you want to go somewhere, there's going to be book reports and reading, study halls, and but we're gonna have computers in our classrooms and stuff. So we're gonna be teaching kids a lot of stuff. So if you guys want your kids to get some instruction, send them over here to us. And then they're gonna be mentored too, because we are mentoring kids. I even mentor adults, not on purpose, but I do.
Okay.
I do.
Well, no, I believe it. I believe it. So everybody tuning in, you guys can meet Orlando August 13th at City Park here in the city of Vallejo between 11 and 3. Yeah, you guys will come. You guys will come meet them in person. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, Londo.
And I'll
Appreciate
see you tomorrow.
See you
All
tomorrow. All right.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Tomorrow. We have a meeting.
Oh, yeah. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. All right. I forgot about tomorrow. You coming? You coming? Okay. That was Orlando Graham, you guys. Yeah, I'm tripping. Yeah, you coming? Boys and Girls Empowerment Group founder. I'm excited about our next guest. Man, he's dope. Just man, I saw a video and it was all the stuff he was doing, and I was like, what is this? Wow. So I'm so excited that we have connected. And so y'all know y'all could clap and stuff. Use your all clapping emojis and everything for Barbara Roan. What's up, Ronald?
I just want to say thank you for the opportunity. And
you sent me the video?
What was that?
She asked, did I say her? Yeah, no, you good. What you say, Ron?
Okay. I just want to say thank you for the opportunity. Like, being here at this very moment is just, I was talking to my client about it earlier, and then he's like, man, you've been doing a lot of stuff. I'm like, yeah, we've been doing this for a long time, but I'm just glad that we're spreading the awareness now, right? Of, like mental awareness, right, self-development, uplifting our communities, uplifting ourselves first, because, it all starts with us first, because, we can't tell someone or inspire someone to do something we haven't done it ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for me to be here and, for this opportunity, I'm very thankful. Jamila, I haven't met you yet. Trying to find your name. Is it?
It's okay. It ain't up there.
Fatima? Okay, cool. Right on. So, I appreciate y'all so much, for this opportunity, and I'm excited to get this going. I'm also on live too, if you don't mind, just so we can spread more of the awareness, that we doing this, because these are the conversations that we need to be having on a regular day-to-day basis. Because anyone that sits in my chair or whoever I talk to, I want to grow with you. You know what I'm saying? We work better together as a team. You know what I mean? Because I have some things that I'm not strong in certain suits, but hey, if you could teach me something, if I could learn from it, and if I could pass that down to somebody else, man, that's what it's all about. It's all about regaining the information and passing it down, because we're not going to be here forever, you know. But people are going to remember you from the interactions, the conversation. You know, they ain't gonna remember me from my business, you know, my house, my cars. Nah, no one cares about that stuff, and that stuff don't really come with you. But what sticks with you is your word, you know, your interactions. So, you know, what kind of interactions are you having with the people in your community? And you know, that's what it's all about. But before I could give that to anyone else, I got to give it to myself first. Got to give it to myself first.
Okay, Pastor Rose. Okay. we hear you. Fatima, you didn't get to see the video. You got any questions you want to ask from? You know, you wasn't very talkative the last discussion, but you wanna ask him anything? She froze.
Oh, no.
Oh my God, she froze.
So what?
Oh no. Fatima, you cool? You back? Cause you just froze. You cool?
I don't know. I just sit here and still.
Okay, go ask him. Ask him again. Ask him again.
Okay, so what exactly is the IV? What exactly is it?
Oh, okay. So
your company.
For people, yeah, IV. So IV.
Oh, for the people.
Yeah, for the people, IV. Yeah, I call it IV4. So we opened up a barbershop in 2012 in Vallejo, California, off of Sonoma Drive, and it's still called IV, but so I'm a really big fan of numerology, right? So IV is Roman numeral 4, and 4 is a stable number, and it stands for foundation, strength, equality, and stability. So I was like, okay, cool. You know, I like that. And everything that we've done and everything that we're still doing, our foundation has always been our community. So everything that we do is for the people. So that's what IV stands for. So I mean, like I tell everyone else, like they're like, oh man, you got this shop, you got that shop. Like, nah, man, that's your shop. You feel me? Because if it wasn't for you walking through them doors, sitting in my chair, I wouldn't be the person who I am today to give this opportunity to give back to you. So I'm just giving it back what you gave me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just energy is transferable. You know, so whatever you're giving me, I'm giving you back. You know, that's why I become a barber. As a barber, you know, I'm very fortunate and I love what I do because it's more than just cutting hair. It's about connection. It's about building relationships. But in the same time, you know, we're giving you that self-confidence to feel the best version of yourself. You know, there's a saying that I like. It goes, when you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, you do good. You know, like I always say, it always starts from within. So if I could, you know, for the hour duration I'm with you, if I could be your biggest fan and uplift you about, you know, things you got going on in your life and just like, man, you should definitely do it. Like, oh man, yeah, I like the way how you do this, you do that. You know, everyone wants to be heard. You know, it's like we don't want to seek validation, but you know, once we get that confirmation that like, you know what, he's right. You know, I am kind. I am special. You know, I do have worth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do that because words are very strong. Words are very powerful. Like when you brought up the whole affirmations and all that stuff, I'm like, man, I'm all about that. You know, law of attraction. Whatever you put out there, you're gonna get it back. So you got to be mindful how you speak to yourself, because the way how you speak to yourself is a reflection of how you're gonna treat other people. Right. So that's something that IV is. That means to me, it's my sole purpose to, you know, give back what people gave me. And, you know, I was less fortunate, you know, in my young years, you know, we all go through our troubles and tribulations and, you know, our downfalls. But, you know, now that we still have a day to live and the Most High gave us this opportunity, it's like, man, this is more of a reason why I got to turn it around. You know, now that I know how it feels to be on the other side of the fence, it's like, okay, now I know that there's a problem here. Now let me go ahead and be the solution for it, because I know how it feels to be on the other side of the stick. You know what I'm saying? You know, so from here on moving forward, you know, like connecting with people like y'all, like this is exactly, you know, where I need to be and where I need to be right now. So thank you very much.
You know, tequila funny, so I think we have the same mom. she talking. I know Tequila is very positive, and so it's like you have because when we do our work, and we know we can tell when we're operating in our purpose and everything. We have our little ministries. You know what I mean? That's your ministry. What you're doing. It reminds me of Miss Peggy Cohen Thompson. I love her. Miss Peggy has Prestige Solutions. She has Vogue Hair. Like Miss Peggy is everything. She's older. Miss Peggy's like 80. She's 80 plus. Okay. She does hair. And that's something that she offers though, like speaking life into people and using it as a ministry because you're connecting. It's important to connect with people, Real fast that I didn't ask you. So ACEs, right? When did you first learn about ACEs?
Last night when you when you told me you took the survey, I didn't know what ACEs was. I didn't know there was an acronym for it, and I'm just like, okay, when I was doing the questionnaire, it's crazy because I got a 9 out of 10, and I was just trying to answer as truthfully as I can possible, and for me to think about, like, what, like, and I'm not super different from everyone else. Like, we all go through these things. Like, it's crazy when you think about it. Like, we all have a lot in these areas, and then and you wonder why. It's like, man, how come it's like this, in our cities, in our neighborhoods, because we all suffer from the same exact thing, I walk around my neighborhood and I drive, and I like to cruise, I drive around Vallejo, and I think about, like, man, there's liquor stores in every corner, there's smoke shops in every corner, they got all these things that lowers our energy and our frequency, and I think about it's like, man, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to progress down to where we could just we're deterring ourselves. It's like when's the last time you seen a public library? What I'm saying? It's been a long time, or like the Boys and Girls Club, like, these youth centers and things like that. Everything's all closed off, but they got all these liquor stores in the corner, you got all these things that lower your frequency. And then, I'm a big fan of, like, whatever you consume is, what you're going to produce more of, So when you consume yourself with substance, it's going to alter your perception of your reality and, the way how you alter, situation you think. And, it really just, it lowers our vibration and it makes us very insecure. And it just, we're killing each other.
Right.
So, and I had my client ask me, like, Jerome, like, how do you even find out about these nonprofits and these programs? It's like, see, that's the thing, for you to ask me to find out, like, how do you even get this information? It's kind of sad because they don't promote a lot of things like this. They really don't. And I'm happy that you guys are doing this because you got to spread that awareness, because there's a lot of people out there that want to help, but they just don't know where to start.
Right. It's true. That's it. That's it right there. So, where did you find out about WatchMe Grow?
Instagram.
Okay. That's so funny. Just
like the city of Vallejo too. Like, they'll repost a lot of things. Like, I try to tag City of Vallejo and then they repost me, and then you just got to go through that rabbit hole. Like, it's crazy how the Most High works. Is just your energy, like your vibe is your tribe, right? So if I want to be amongst people that are out here doing the same exact thing that I'm doing, then I got to keep practicing it.
Like-minded.
I got to keep networking. I got to keep showing up my face and shaking hands and letting know, like, hey, we're here for the same reason. So there's no reason why we shouldn't connect.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I know I appreciate you. Like, I appreciate when you reached out, and I was like, because it was different. Like, I was like, you so, like, it was just different. Like,
it's very organic.
Huh?
Yeah, it was very organic. The way I felt when we had a conversation, I was like, man, I felt like I knew for years. Like,
yeah. And I appreciate you showing up for the kids when we did the cleanup. You said you was gonna be there and you showed up. Great. And you even showed up with give them a shout out. Crenshaw Visuals.
Oh yeah. My boy Carlos. Yeah.
Yeah. Carlos.
I love about Watch Me Grow is, it's really targeted to the youth individuals. And I remember,
Right.
growing up, young age, we didn't have a lot of resources, and a lack of positive guidance. A lot of guidance that we had was, you know, like for me, growing up in, San Francisco, growing up in Vallejo, a lot of that guidance was, people that we see in the streets, like people that we know, and it's like, man, we don't know any better. You know what I mean? We just
Right.
going off, what y'all know. It's like, okay,
Right.
cool. Like, all right, it's cool to be in the clique. All right, it's cool to be in the gang. Okay, it's cool to smoke and drink and hang out, and just have fun with your boys. But after a while, it's like, man, there's got to be more to something like this. It's like, what's up with the future? Because the future goes by so fast, so quick. It's like we're just wasting our time right now, and no one's here to help us.
Yeah.
And now that I'm a young, individual, like I'm 36, but I'm still young enough to know, right, where I want to connect with these individuals, like, yo, check it out. There's a different way how to do it. What are you passionate about? What do you do on your downtime? Like, what do you find fulfilling that feeds your soul? And whatever that is, boom, roll with that, and find a way how you can make it to establish or a business or a nonprofit and be self-made, be self-sufficient, so you could have something that you could build
Right.
for many generations to come. Just don't work for yourself, work for your family, work for your people. So when it's your time to pass on,
Right.
something, picked up and just, keep that same thing going. Because, that's the reason why I do what I do, because I'm a father, I'm a husband, I got a family. And I want to make sure, like with my son, like I want him to see the type of man that I am so he could be inspired to carry on the same type of legacy, that same type of energy. It's not about what you have. It's it's what you give yourself so you can give to other people. So, yeah. All right.
Whew. That was good. You just, I mean, I'm gonna start calling you Pastor Rome.
Well,
Yeah, I am. I love when the men get on here and speak. It's just, I just heard a little echo. But you were right about everything you said about, what we're doing to ourselves, what we consume, and how, these communities are trauma filled by design. I mean, I probably say that every show. The youth group that we have is funded by All Children's Thrive California, so it's at California, and it's about civic engagement. And our children want safer environments. They want to be able to walk outside their home and feel safe. They want to be able to go to the parks and feel safe. Like they're exposed to way too much violence, these filthy, dirty streets, liquor stores, all this is exposed to a lot of negative things. And it's like, yeah, we have liquor stores. I say this a lot too. We have liquor stores that sell more alcohol than they do produce. Okay. So it's like there's changes that need to be made. And this stuff has to be made through policies, through change, through people wanting to know where to start, being impacted, being influenced by someone else. Like, oh, I like what they're doing. Now I want to do that. And bringing other people along. Like, come on, y'all. It's a movement. Like, we got to do what we can to reduce these adverse childhood experiences. So if we have anybody new tuning on, this platform is used to raise awareness about ACEs. ACEs. What is ACEs? Adverse childhood experiences. Okay. The Kaiser and CDC conducted a study in 1995-97, y'all. It's 2022. Okay. They did this study in 1995-97 on 17,800 of their HMO members. Okay. A lot of the HMO members they discovered had a lot of chronic illnesses, heart disease, lung disease, cancer, diabetes, they participate in all kind of risky behaviors. It was a lot, and they wanted to know, well, what's going on. It was traced back to their adverse childhood experiences. It's split up into 3 categories: abuse, neglect, and dysfunctional household. They asked questions on this survey. 10 questions that are these indicators that split up in those 3 categories. So if it happened to you between the age 0 and 18, have you lived in a household where someone yelled at you, talked to you crazy, call you out your name, humiliate you? That's emotional abuse. Did you have somebody in your household that touched you in unwanted places. It don't just have to be some kind of intercourse or anything. You got somebody touching you, fondling you. That's not okay. That is sexual abuse. You got somebody in your house whooping your ass, okay? Tearing your butt up. That's child abuse. That's not normal. It's child abuse. You got somebody in your household, you tell them you love them. They don't even tell you they love you back. We got dealing with so much masculine toxicity. Like, it's just too much going on. I'm like, did I say it correctly? There's a lot going on. You know, a little boy shouldn't have to be told to get up, stop crying, suck it up. You know, don't be no punk. And they shouldn't have to hear that. They should be able to be guided and supported through their emotions. Boys should be able to cry. They're humans. They can cry. Can you help them, talk them through those emotions that they are feeling? Did you grow up in a household where you didn't have enough food? You know, a lot of us, we was talking 2 weeks ago about how we syrup sandwiches and stuff like that. So, it was
yeah.
funny.
Butter sandwich with sugar on that? Oh, yeah.
Them honey sandwiches, man, they was good.
Like, we survived it. And then people, she said she thought
Survival of the fittest.
Hey, she said that she thought it was some kind of special dessert or something like that.
Which should have been throw some cinnamon, you mean?
That's what she said. I was like, what? I didn't try that. Like, but yeah, so that's it's physical neglect, right? But now, so before I get into dysfunctional household, so you have kids that experience those things, right? What I found and why I do a lot of parent education is because these parents are really struggling. They don't have the resources they need. It doesn't make it okay for them to whoop their kids, but there is a thing called displaced aggression where people take stuff out on people, but it's not okay. And a lot of parents their children with their trauma. You know, you used to get your ass whooped, now you want to whoop your child ass until you learn that it's not okay. And so we're letting y'all know it's not okay. It be times where you want to get on them. It's times where I have to whip my son ass. And learning this stuff, it reduces things. Like, you know, you want to stop it. Let's talk about it. Okay. Got a boy, baby. Let's talk about it. How you feel? You know, we have our moments and stuff. We're ready to fire on him. We talk through the stuff. Okay. So dysfunctional household, loss of a parent due to death, divorce. What you laughing at? Divorce, separation. My issue was my father being incarcerated during a certain time. Some people will think that that's not abandonment, but it's like, what? You can have your daddy and then now he gone during the most important times of your life. It's like, yeah, you didn't choose to just like, I'm gone. There was a decision that was made and he was gone. And it's like, I'm abandoned, you know? So that's loss of a parent due to death, divorce, abandonment, separation. Then you have witnessing domestic violence. You know, we have children that grew up in these households where witnessing domestic violence, or you have people who are born in the womb where there's domestic violence occurring. The child feels that in the womb. You have mentally ill. If you have somebody in your household that's mentally ill, suicidal, or depressed. You have mothers, and my mama don't mind me sharing. My mom would have anxiety and stuff. I remember my mom blowing into paper bags, like worried. I remember, like, you know, even just with us, I remember I was able to do whatever I wanted to do in high school. I was very responsible. My siblings didn't like that. I was very responsible. But I remember coming home late, didn't have no cell phone back then. I had basketball practice late. So she get to do everything. But I'm the baby girl, so she's the oldest. So I remember my mom.
That's her story.
Man. All right. Anxiety. Okay. We have children who have parents that are really depressed and anxiety. You just wouldn't think about it unless you really reflect. Like now, like no, like dang, they were depressed, you know. Mentally ill, domestic violence, loss of a parent, having somebody in the household that's a substance abuse user, drinking alcohol, you know, smoking weed, whatever, recreational. And what's the other one, Fatima? Oh, incarceration.
Yeah, we did physical.
No, I got it.
Okay.
Incarceration of a family member. I have all 10 of those ACEs. This is why it's important to speak on this. I can speak on this stuff easily. But it's knowing what to do, knowing what kind of programs need to be created, knowing what kind of funds we need, no kind of policy changes we need so that we can reduce these ACEs one generation after the next. So that's the whole point. What did you hear? What stood out to you, Rome?
Everything stood out to me. Everything. Like, I love what y'all stand for, and yeah, we definitely need more of those resources. You know, like it's 2022.
Right.
Like there's no way, no how that you can't get what you want in life. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like resources everywhere. You want something, you could YouTube it, you could Yelp it, you could buy it on Amazon and come to you the next day. Like you could literally get everything on your phone or you're touching your fingertips, but it's just taking the initiative to make that action. Just to like, all right, let's do it. You know, because
Right.
that's another thing too. It's like there's a lot of resources out there, but are we gonna like take the initiative and go get it? You know,
Right.
I'll tell you
Right.
like myself.
Right.
You know, I've been through therapy before. You know what I'm saying? Like there's times where I'm like, man, I just don't know how to deal with my emotions, my feelings, because as a man, I was never really taught how to deal with that kind of stuff. You know, and the number one cause of this world of a disease is stress. You know, and when we stress out about everything, it just lowers everything of our self being. You know, and what do? We like you said, like it's generational, right? Like what our parents, what our families given us is, what they were given, and so forth and so forth. So what are we gonna do now to break that cycle?
Yep.
Right now it takes
Right.
initiative because, like me as a father, I catch myself like, okay, I gotta learn how to be more patient. Or if I'm gonna talk to my wife, I gotta talk to her in a different tone. I gotta do this because whatever my son is gonna see, he's gonna be like, that's what I need to do. That's how I do it. And the same thing vice versa. Like I tell my wife, is like, look, we got to carry ourselves of the type of people that Don wants to be.
Yep.
And that's another thing. Like I'm a barber, so I generally cater to men, and I tell them like, man, us men, we got to do better for real, for real. You know what I mean? We are the head of the household. You know what I mean? Like, how is our women gonna be strong if we ain't strong within ourselves? You know what I mean? Because when all the chips fall, my wife is gonna be like, damn, babe, what we gonna do? You know what I mean? So it's a lot of pressure to also be a man at this day and age because we're providers, we're protectors, we're teachers, we're mentors, we got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
But that's the more of a reason why it's like, man, we should be having these conversations. We should have it be more of these resources. Like I have single fathers, and they're like, Jerome, what's crazy, bro? Like I try to go look for like single father programs, and I see zero. And I'm just like, damn, that's right. He's like, yeah, Jerome, like, I'm a single father, but they got a lot of stuff for single women, which is cool. But it's like, sometimes I need help too.
What about us? Right. Right.
Listen, that's why I hope you're telling everybody, whoever your clientele is, to come to this resource fair, because we have Fight Back Partnership. They have a father's program, a fatherhood program. They do. So it's like, yeah, it's stuff like, yeah, it's stuff that's out there, and it's the outreach piece. This is why I'm so serious. We have 45 organizations that are registered to attend the resource fair on August 13th. That's a lot. We had 30 last year, and I told myself, I said, man, I'm shooting for 40 this year. Like we gotta get this in. We need people to come on, y'all. It's all about community collaboration, outreach. So
I was speaking on 50.
Huh? You speaking on 50? Well, we could do it. We gotta map it out.
You gotta put it out there. You gotta manifest it. I see 50 already.
Ooh, just walking down the whole aisle. Just there's the organization on each side, and it's just the way the setup is at City Park. It's gonna be so dope. It's like I can't wait.
Absolutely, yeah, and I'm very excited to be part of this because that's the number one thing. Like I tell myself, that keeps me going. It's like, man, we gotta give it back, y'all. What we can. Services, products, whatever. If you could give something back and ask for nothing in return, that's how you found fulfillment of what you do.
Listen.
Right.
Listen.
So, listen. And then at the same time, it's an exchange. So, it's all about exchanging the energy. And when you listen to people's stories and when you exchange, these experiences you've been through, it really puts you in a perspective where, like, man, you know what? I do got it good. I got a roof over my head. I got my health. You know,
Right.
You switch with your what is it? Instead of I have to with I get to. You know, so instead of saying like, man, I have to go to work, or like, man, I have to do this, like, man, be thankful that you even get to, go to work and make a
To go
living
to work.
and provide for your family. Be thankful that you even have the accessibility to, use your legs, your arms, your whatever it may be. Just it's all about
Right. That
gratitude.
gratitude. Man.
Gratitude. Because how I look at it, if you ain't thankful for the blessings you have now, how's God gonna bless
Right.
you with more? Because you won't even know what it is like on
Good
your
more.
face, right?
Right.
So,
True.
and I think that's the thing, like with people like ourselves, like, to be in this type of space, you got to understand, like, man, like it's hard to be in a position we're at because we're always giving out so much to other people that we always got to make sure that we take care of ourselves first.
Listen,
That's
Right.
that's for sure. Like we gotta take care of something. That's why I make sure like I'm whole. You know what I mean? Because how am I gonna fill your cup if my cup is empty?
Right.
Right.
Then the church said, "Amen."
So like everyone that's watching, like all the viewers and all that, like, man, first things first, we gotta take care of ourselves, because if I can't take care of myself, I can't help you with anything at all. So, I wish these are things that I wish I was taught at a young age, like self-development, how to utilize your resources, how to keep yourself healthy, mentally, spiritually, physically, like all aspects of life. You know what I mean? Because whatever is going on out there is only because it's going from within. That's why I'm thankful that I'm able to live a life, with prosperity and abundance because, God gave me that. The Most High gave me that.
Right.
I'm just a vessel. So everything that I do, I give it to Him.
You got it, Ron. You got it down.
I'm just passing through. That's all I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
You got it down. That's good. That's great, Miss Peggy said. That's excellent. It's excellent. You got it down. You got it. You got it. So yeah.
So can I ask, what do you do to recharge yourself? How do you recharge? How do you what's your self-care? What do you do for yourself in order to give out more, and
okay, well, we're gonna be very transparent here, right? So
be hitting the weed.
So I wake up at 4:00 every morning. I take cold showers. I manifest. I meditate. I set up my daily goals. And all right, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is what I really do. This is what I practice. This is what I've been practicing for almost a year now. So I learned how to control my sexual energy. So what I mean, here's the thing. A lot of men, especially what people like to program you is like, okay, it's all about money, women, sex, drugs, all that stuff, right? But when you learn how to control, like, think about it. Your sexual energy is so strong that you could create life with it. But if you learn how to retain and restrain that, you're able to bring life into so many other things. So, since me practicing for such a long time, I'm not distracted by women. I'm not distracted by, what he might got that I don't got, because I'm more insecure about myself because I don't have this and that, Everything that I have is already within who I am inside myself. So I control that energy. I retain myself so I could be able to focus on other things, and it keeps me calm. It keeps me balanced. And at the same time, it keeps me focused because this is the gift from God. And I can't be over here just, spilling it everywhere. Like, no, the only, like I tell my wife, like the only reason why I would, we would do it is if I'm going to recreate. That's it. But other than that, I got to stay focused to my vision, and this, and this is something that I'm being very transparent. I know this is something a lot of people might be like, oh, that's kind of weird, but hey, you think about it. Pornography, women and, guys would, want to show this and that's like, we're all trying to look for validation. You know what I'm saying? We all want to try to like stick out and, be like, okay, what can I do to attract this opposite person? Like, you ain't got to do anything. You got to attract yourself first. You
Right.
got to have your energy within yourself first. So I mean, that's my tip, especially for men. You learn how to control those urges, and you know how to focus on other things besides that. Then you want to get distracted, you know. Because I mean, I'll be honest with you,
And
for
whatever
men,
aligns with you is gonna come to you.
because men are very distracted when it comes to women. Men will act a fool because of a woman. You know what I'm saying? And what do you think that women feel? Women be like, "Ugh, like I don't want that. Like, you don't even have a whole control of themselves, so he controls his emotions. Like, nah, that's not what I want. I want a man that's, that's grounded, that's stable, that knows who himself, and that's not insecure. You know, but
Right.
that's what I do, and that's what I've been doing, and it's been working wonders for me. And that's another thing that I want to be able to teach, like
Let's
other
go.
men, like, learn how to control, because your sexual energy is the strongest energy that can come by. That's it.
Listen.
Right.
This is
that's why they got this
Okay.
on music videos, all this advertising with women doing this and men doing that, wearing. Nah, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to program you that way.
Listen, thank you so much for being transparent. I feel like that's just confirmation. Like, I feel you. Okay.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff. It really is, because I've been single for a while now, and I see how I'm moving. Like, I'm not even thinking about a man, a relationship, none of that. Like, I have so much peace. Like, I'm okay. Like, no stress, no nothing. But I'm seeing just where I am putting my energy in, that I have the energy to do a lot of things. Like, when the girl called me up today and was like, "How are you doing everything that you doing? Like, how are you? Like, we're like, how?" Like, I was like, "God, ain't nobody but God." Like, that. Fatima, what are you doing? Don't disrupt. Don't be on your phone while we talking.
I am not through.
What was that music? We heard all of that. Don't disrupt our broadcast, please.
God, I am not trying to disrupt.
Rome, that's dope. You gave me a good idea, though. I never thought to do that.
Oh yeah. I mean, you think about it, especially, well, we talk about with what?
I'm sorry. You could come, but I'm talking about with having the live stream like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No,
good.
but I mean, especially with the youth, because when we're that age, we think about things like that. We think about being intimate with a partner, or kids are talking about, it's like, man, these kids are growing up way too quick. You know what I'm saying? So it's there, and your phone you're easily accessible to, go on Tinder, or go on this side, or what's the other one they got, like fans, OnlyFans and stuff like that.
Fans only.
Only
heard about it.
Yeah, so like the social media world, like like the internet, it's kind of scary. You know what I'm saying? Especially when little kid, younger individuals have access to it. It's like, man, what are they looking at?
Yeah.
And what that does is like, it's like a dopamine rush, and then it's like an instant gratification. But honestly, though, it messes up your brain receptors. It really does. That's why a lot of men are insecure.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be the one to say it, because I was that man before too. I used to be super insecure. That's why we buy the latest kicks, the biggest car, the flashy clothes, and the big jewelry and whatnot. It's like, man, your energy should speak for itself.
Listen, Lawrence will say, energy is your currency. But you're right.
Yeah. I mean that's what I see, and that's what a lot of the youngest individuals tell me. Like, yeah, Jerome, like, I want to get this, I want to get that. It's like, no, man, you know what I mean? You want to get your inner peace first, because once you get that, you can get anything in the world. And when you start to see that kind of stuff, you don't need none of that stuff for your validation.
And these kids, they need more safe environments, places where they feel safe, being able to talk about certain things. I have a family member who was just shot in her head, 19 years old, by her boyfriend.
How old?
19.
Well, that's way too much.
Huh? Oh, your phone keep freezing, Fatima. What are we gonna do? This can't be happening every Wednesday, Fatima. Look, she
Can you finish saying whatever you was gonna say? It don't have nothing to do with me.
But they need more safe places. I mean, to be able to look at her, she gonna bounce back in. She have to leave because her thing, she gonna bounce back. But to be able to talk to people about certain situations, we think some things are normal. So say for instance, if you grew up in a household where you witness domestic violence, right?
Mhm.
You witness your mom talking crazy to your dad, or your dad talking crazy to your mom. You may grow up thinking that is normal until you get exposed to something more positive or healthier. You think it's okay and you accept it.
It becomes the new normal for you. Yeah, and then that shouldn't be the new normal, because when you have children, that's going to be their new normal.
Mm-hmm.
So everything that that's why I feel like we got a lot of work to do, because we're trying to fix work that's been going on from generation to generation, and now it's not going to happen with us, but at least we could try to get the ball rolling.
Yep.
Keep it going, because when I pass on, I want my son to be like, hey, pick up where I left off, keep doing,
Right.
fight a good fight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Uplift your community. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yep. I appreciate you having me.
It's all good. I'm glad you was able to come on.
Of course.
Yeah. Any last things you want to share? When we go off, you're not going nowhere. You got to stay where you at. But anything that you want to share? Anybody?
Thank you guys for watching. Like, if you're here watching right now, you're watching because you want to be that change also. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Don't stop. We're all in this together. And in time, this change, it's already happening. So stay consistent, stay in contact. If there's anything that you want to get in touch with me, I'm a barber, so I'm able to, utilize my resources, or if I could team up and collaborate, that'd be cool. You could get my information. I'm not hard to find. Barber Chrome, Instagram. I don't have a Facebook, but mainly on Instagram though. But thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you giving me this opportunity to voice out my experiences and who I am as a person. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. Fatima, how you feeling? Fatima, you got any last question you want to ask Rose? It's Rose?
No. I enjoy talking to you, Ron. I definitely enjoy having you on the show. I ignore her. That's my little sister. She just jokes all the time. So this is our relationship. So this is almost 40 years of dealing with her.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to meeting you in person.
Yes, I cannot wait.
Yes. Good. Oh, we love you too.
That's tequila. Tequila.
A lot of love.
I always say Black excellence, but it's Black influence.
Beauty.
In the Crest area, in the Kings Market. I want to say, I don't know what the address is, but it's Black influence. Like, y'all go there. If y'all in Vallejo, go check her spot out.
Beauty.
She got
beauty influence.
Oh, beauty influence. Yep. I'm sorry. All of that. Yep. I'm sorry. Beauty influence. I'm sorry. It all sounds good. Like, okay. All right, y'all, go check her out. Check out Beauty Influence. Beauty. I thought I said that. I didn't say that.
It's okay.
All right, y'all. Well, we'll see you all next week at 7:30. We have some great guests that will be showing up next Wednesday. You guys go follow Barbara Rome. That's his name on Instagram, right? Barbara Rome, right?
Yes.
Go follow. He always has some videos that are always positive. He be, riding his little. It's a 5.0. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a 5.0. Yep.
That's a 5.0. Having a little drop top and playing this little old school music. I'm like, look at him. What you know about that song? Like, he's a little stuck. I forget what's the last one I heard. I want to say it was like some rapper Forte. Was it that or something?
Oh, that Carlos made? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Tequila coming on next week. We're gonna make sure she get on here next week. Don't go nowhere wrong. All right, y'all. Be sure to have a great night. See you all next Wednesday at 7:30. Good night.
Peace.